This video is to explain how apostrophes are used. The primary use of apostrophes is for missing letters or digits. For example, if you were to write the contraction don't instead of do not, you place an apostrophe in the position where the missing O is. Same thing if you change 1982 to 82, you use an apostrophe to show the 19 is missing. In Shakespeare, we often saw the letter T after an apostrophe, and that was to replace the word it and to show that the I was missing. And some other uncommon, or less common, I should say, contractions are with names. So if you were using Martha's to mean Martha has, you would have an apostrophe there to show that. Another use for apostrophes is possessives, and this is for singular possessives and plural possessives. So you'll see that in girls, the singular, the apostrophe comes before the S, but in the plural, it comes after the S. You make it plural first and then possessive. Man's, a man's something, obviously that's formed the way you would expect it, and men's also does have the apostrophe. A week's delay will have an apostrophe before the S. A 2 weeks delay will have an apostrophe after the S because you make it plural first and then possessive. Some tricky possessives deal with S sounds or co-ownership. Something like the name James that ends with an S sound, you do add the apostrophe and an S, but for a name like Jesus that has 2 S sounds at the end of the word, you wouldn't add a third S sound. So it's not Jesus's, it's just Jesus. For co-ownership, if you have Bill's and Sue's cars, that means they are not co-owners. So that would mean Bill owns multiple cars and Sue owns multiple cars. But if you have Bill and Sue's cars, that means that Bill and Sue own the cars together. The last thing about apostrophes is you use them to make plurals of letters, numerals, signs, and words when you're referring to letters, numerals, signs, and words as those. So if you say dot your I's and cross your T's, you'll see apostrophes to make the plurals. You'll also see that the I and the T are italicized because you're referring to them as letters. And his telephone number contains 4 8s. The 8 is italicized, and you have an apostrophe to make the plural. Same thing with in your next theme, omit the ampersands, or he uses too many so's. I hope this helps you understand how to use apostrophes.